Peace, y'all, and welcome back to another video. Okay, so this video is a little bit different. All right, I want to bring y'all along my healing journey with me. Okay, I've been healing. Like, in case nobody noticed, like, your sis been healing. I've been healing for real. Okay, so I kind of want to show y'all more of what that looks like for me. Okay, I feel real good right now. So come on, y'all. Let's just stretch all that. Let's get into the video.
This vlog is different. Okay, this is a video where I'm showing y'all some of the things I do to maintain peace and healing into my life. I come outside with my floor pillow, I get my incense bowl. Now mind y'all, I can do this in the house as well, but I like to do it outside and just sit in the sun. I do think a couple of times a week it's healthy to meditate in the sun. I really do. Now, I don't care what anybody says. It is a-okay to sit down or lay down, however you want to do it. Close your eyes, but be awake and just think upon whatever you're meditating on, scripture. You can pray. You can just, clear your mind of all the thoughts that are most heavy unto you. There is nothing that is wrong with that, and it's so healthy. And I recommend that everybody does this at least, I would say, a couple of times a week. My goal, however, is once a day. And I encourage you, if you know that stretching is something you haven't done in a while, to do this with me. Inhale, put your hands up, and exhale and slowly bring them down. So peaceful, y'all. Now, today I'm moving a little bit slower, y'all, and just taking my time, inhaling and exhaling and meditating even in between stretches. And honestly, it's very peaceful doing it this way. Usually, I would just do my full routine and like meditate before or after, but today I was like, I want to do both. So I'm gonna reach my left hand to the side and slowly mount it down to the ground. And I'm gonna reach my right hand overhead just to get a side stretch and have it be as deep as I possibly can go. You don't have to force it. You don't have to force any stretch. Me personally, I try to always see what can my body do next. That's just how I am. And I'm going to bring my hands back over my head and do the same thing on the other side. Stretch that right hand out and mount it and bring the left hand overhead. I'm going to aim for as deep of a stretch as possible, but you do not have to do that. You can just go as far as comfortable. Ultimately, keep in mind, this is about peace and healing. You don't want to force anything. Now, from here, it feels quite natural to just go into a side stretch where I look back. Now, I put my right hand on my left knee and my left hand behind me. And I just go as far as I can and I mount my left hand on the ground behind me just to maintain some stability. As far as how long, y'all, I just do it if I have the longest comfortable. And now I'm going to switch sides here. Left hand goes on right knee and right hand goes behind me. And y'all can see there where it's mounted on the ground behind me. Keep in mind, you do this for however long it feels comfortable. You may notice on the left side, I may have did 10 seconds. On the right side, I may have done 20. I'm doing what feels comfortable for me. And that is what I promote when it comes to any type of stretching and healing. Now, once I'm done with that, it feels natural for me to just put both of my hands on my knees and just do some circular motions in my hips and my shoulders. Just whatever type of movement feels comfortable for you. I like this movement, and I always recommend if you go one way, stop and then go the other way as well, just to have balance in your body. Ultimately, homeostasis is definitely the goal, and I truly believe that the mind, body, and spirit are aligned. Now, at some point, I like to take my right hand and put it on my head and just bring my head over to the right side, y'all. And I like to mount my left hand on the ground while I'm doing that. This stretches out your neck, and it's a really good stretch, y'all. You hold so much tension in your neck. And what we do on one side, we definitely have to do on the other side. Even if it's uncomfortable a little bit, I promise you will feel good when it's over. You gotta roll your shoulders, all right? I just like to go in a circle of motion. Like today, I'm not going fast. I like to go slow anyway. That's just how I like to operate. But today, I'm going extra slow. I just want to take in everything. And of course, I'm gonna go back for a while. I believe I did this 5 times. And then I'm gonna rotate my shoulders forward. And this really helps y'all loosen up the tension in your shoulders, your chest, and your upper back. Now, what we doing all that for if we not gonna do no neck rolls? And the same thing, I just rotate my neck however it feels good to me. And of course, like we're gonna stop eventually and we're gonna go the other way. If you do 3 one way, do 3 another way. If you do 5 one way, do 5 the other way. You do whatever feels good for you in your routine. Now, as I'm coming back centered here, y'all, I just started meditating again. And also during this time, I was using this to pray to the Most High within me. You may not see my lips moving, but just know your sister is praying. I believe in incorporating the Most High in everything that I do because ultimately, healing comes from the Most High. Now, once I'm ready, y'all, I take both of my arms and stretch them out in front of me and just wiggle my fingers and I turn them both ways. Now, eventually, I bring my hands back on my knees and I almost do like some seated cow poses where I tuck my head in and I push my back. And then I brace my chest and my head toward the sun. And I just repeat this a few times, however many times feels comfortable. I really like to stress that there's no right or wrong way to do these. When I first started, I felt like I was all over the place, and sometimes I still do. But I do what feels good to me and what brings me healing because this is my journey. Now I bring my hands out in front of me again, y'all, and I turn them, wiggling the fingers again. I feel like I do this a few times, and I do not know why. I think it just feels good. I bring my arms all the way around my back. I interlace my fingers like so. And then I just stretch, y'all. I just lean forward, bring my arms up over my back. I try to get them as high as I can, pointed toward the sky. This is a really good stretch for your arms, your biceps, your back, everything. It really is. Even your waist because you're bending forward. And I'm raising my arms back up to the sky. And y'all see, I was about to bring them down, but I was like, not yet. And now I'm bringing them down. And I'm going slowly, which is what I recommend, especially if you have not stretched in a while, or if your ultimate goal is stretch relief or any type of mental peace. I recommend going as slow as possible. And now, y'all, I am meditating again. I'm meditating again here, praying and thanking the Most High, smelling my frankincense that's burning from my incense, and just taking my time, y'all. Just taking my time. Now, y'all, it's time for me to go ahead and get up, and I'm about to practice one of my favorite things, which is balancing, okay? Balance is something that I need in every aspect of my life, and I truly believe that balancing my physical body is just symbolic to the balance that I acquire within my mental state, within my household, as well as within myself. It reminds me of the baptism, how we physically baptize our bodies and dip your body in water and come back up. That's just symbolic. The real cleansing and real purification is the inward changing of the old man and converting over to, seeking to be your righteous self. So I always say I love symbolism, but definitely what matters is what's underneath the layer. While I'm balancing, while yes, I am focused on making sure that I'm doing my full minute, I try to do 60 seconds. Yes, I wobble sometimes, okay? I wobble. I do not have this 100% perfect because it's been a while since I was practicing my balancing, but I do meditate and I think about, the symbolism of what does me balancing on my legs mean to me. Look at me, y'all. Look how I'm wobbling. Look how I'm wobbling. Get it together, girl. Get it together. Because I be hopping, whatever I got to do to not break it. To not break it. I try my best. The same thing that we do in life, day to day, when I say I'm not going to raise my voice or I no longer raise my voice, I do so many things mentally to prevent me from raising my voice. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be faced with any trial or tribulation that's going to make me want to raise it. So it's so symbolic to me, y'all, which is why I love this. Now, to those of you that are still with me, you do not have to go a full minute. That is the goal that I set for myself. You go for however long is comfortable for you. I just cannot stress that enough. I really can't. Now, I am excited when it's time for me to release, but I do so slowly. I let my arm down first, then my leg. Then I'm like, whew, I'm able to just breathe a little bit, y'all. And I go ahead and prepare to do the other leg. I don't typically take breaks in between the legs. So I go ahead and mount my left foot on my right leg, which is my stronger leg. And then go ahead and stretch my right arm out, put my left hand over my belly, and I start my countdown. Now, if you balance yourself, I'm interested and very curious to know, how long do you have? Do you go however long that feels good? Or do you have a goal in mind? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Now, something I will share with you guys while I'm balancing and getting my 60 seconds down is some things I've been meditating on lately in reference to some stuff I was going through in my personal life. You know, when we pray for something and we trust in the Most High to answer those prayers, we don't know how He's going to answer it. But when He does, we have to be grateful. And some things, y'all, is not rejection. It is the Most High's protection. I cannot stress that to myself enough. Because sometimes we can get turned down for something. We can get turned away. We can be let down. And we can automatically start feeling rejected. You know, like we're casted out like yesterday's trash, you know, like we have been disposed of. But no, it's not that at all. It's not that you're not worthy. It's that it may feel like rejection, but genuinely, it's the Most High's protection. He protects us in ways that we may not understand as humans, but we have to always remember and trust that He's our Father and parents know best. He has our best interests at heart. Always. Abba hears all the conversations that are had in a room when we're not in them. Abba knows who is best to be a part of our life and who is not. The Most High knows who has genuine love for you, who's truly a friend to you, and who's a friend to me. He knows the ups, the downs, the ins, and the outs of everything. Look at me wobbling. Look at me wobbling, just like I do along my walk. But what I do, I straighten up. I straighten up and I fly right. Rest in peace to my Uncle Eddie. He used to always say that. Straighten up and fly right. But you know, the Most High, again, y'all, He knows everything that He's taken us through, because anything we go through on this walk, He allows us to go through it. He allows us to go through it. So we have to trust that He knows best for us. And we have to let Him do His thing. Salakia, y'all, I apologize. I actually ended up balancing for 2 minutes on my right leg because I had to start over because my camera stopped. So nevertheless, we're going to keep going. I'm going to spread my legs wide, y'all, and I'm just going to start squatting. Now, I do this a couple of times. I try to do this before I do my ground exercises and my ground stretches, y'all, simply because I believe that it gets the blood flowing in my body and just gets my body prepared. And now I enjoy these. I can't do as many of them as I would like, but I'm working myself up to it. Now, y'all, I believe that holding this pose is important. So you'll see me in a minute. Just kind of hold there and let the sun just kind of beam on me. Look at me like, yeah, yeah, get it. All praises. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it. Now, y'all, I went inside to grab my blanket because I like to lay my blanket down when I come out here. In the house, I do the same thing, but more importantly, when I come out here, because the rug is nothing wrong with it, but it's not comfortable to lay your body up against. So let me lay my blanket down and let's get started. Now, the first stretch I like to get into, y'all, when I first get down here on the floor is child's pose. I love this stretch. Honestly, it may be my favorite one. Just spreading your knees out with your feet under your butt, leaning all the way down to the ground and stretching your arms out ahead. Now, I have seen when this is too much, maybe you want to not stretch your legs apart, your thighs apart as wide. And also, you can get a pillow to lay under your head if you don't have one of those blocks. I have not purchased any of those things just because I'm going to push myself to do the full stretch, and I've been doing these for a while, so there should be no reason. And if I do feel like I can't do it, I just push myself even harder, y'all. So now I'm gonna come up to what we like to call tabletop position and just have my hands shoulder width apart, my knees hip width apart. And remember I told y'all about those seated cat cows? This is the actual cat cow, where you're gonna push down in your belly and look up to the sky with your chest, and then you're gonna squeeze in and suck everything in, and then push out again. These are a relief. Honestly, I truly believe these get the blood circulating in your body. You can hold it for as long as feels comfortable, y'all. So I like to do a couple of these. So after a while, I'm going to take my right hand, reach it up overhead, look up, and I'm going to do what's called threading the needle and pull it back down underneath my left arm. And I'm just going to sit here for a second, get that good stretch in my lower back and my right shoulder. And I'm going to eventually, it's called de-threading. Raise your hand back up and then put it back down. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, and you guys can see what it looks like on both sides. That's why I turned sideways, just so you guys can see the angle of my body on each stretch, just in case you may want to do some of these as well and take these along with you on your healing journey. Now I'm going to de-thread here, y'all, and come back down to a tabletop. So next, I'm going to lean back on my knees, y'all. I'm going to raise both of my hands up, and then I'm going to take my right arm first and grab my right foot and just stay like this for a while. I try not to let my left arm bend. It can be hard, but I try my best. Now I'm going to release, y'all, and bring my arm back up. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Something else I've been meditating on, y'all, is just making sure that I'm staying true to myself and being my authentic self at all times. This is your encouragement to do so. Now, y'all, I'm going to release and bring my arm back up. So, y'all, as I come back into a seated position, this is where I start preparing my body to stretch all the way out on my blanket. I take a few deep breaths here, and I take my time, and when I am ready, and only when I am ready, I go ahead and stretch myself out, okay? And I push myself to go all the way down, hold myself up on my arms. I try not to let my knees touch the blanket, and I just look up toward the sun. I don't know if y'all believe in the sun really helps you, like with vitamin D, but that is a true fact. So anytime I can get some sun or get in the sun, it is healthy to do so. So I love pushing my body, in these type of poses as well, that allows my face to just go up toward the sun and just get that vitamin D in. Now, y'all saw me just now. I did push back into what they call a downward facing dog pose. Then I come back down to, this is actually called a cobra pose. So between downward dog and cobra, I just kind of rock my body side to side, whatever feels good. I don't try to force myself, but I like to have a smooth transition from one pose to the next. See how I'm pushing my body back and I'm having to kind of move a little bit? My goal is to have smooth transitions. Remember that. Now I'm going to step up like I did, bend my head all the way over. I'm going to come to one side, I'm twisting to the front so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go to the other side while keeping myself bent over, just making sure that I'm getting the stretch that I need. I'm going to do it again on both sides. And if y'all are still here with me, then y'all already know that I'm going to do this as many times as I feel necessary, okay? I'm going to get the stretch in that I feel like my body needs. And please trust your body. Your body will tell you what it needs and what it does not need, what's too much and what's just enough. Now, once I'm done, I'm going to bring my hands up to my knees and give myself a flat back. Once I've held it here for a second, I'm going to bring my hands back down to the ground and lean my head over. Then I'm going to reach up overhead, high. This is mountain pose. I love it. Back down to the ground, head hanging heavy. And then I'm going to bring my hands up, give myself a flat back again. I'm going to bring my hands back down to the mat, let my head hang heavy. Then I'm going to come back up to a mountain pose again. I love this, y'all. Hands back down to the mat, let my head hang heavy. Hands up to my knees, give myself a flat back. Back down to the mat, head hanging heavy, and then back up into mountain pose. All praises to the Most High for the movement. And of course, I'm going to just enjoy marinating in that sun a little bit, okay? All right, y'all. And so once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and come back to a seated position, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare to stretch my legs out. That's what I'm about to do. So I'm going to bring both of my feet together in front of me, and then I'm going to just stretch, holding my dress down as well to make sure it doesn't fly up. But I'm going to lean my body over as far as I can. And while I'm doing this, y'all, I'm going to exhale, inhale, and exhale slowly, because yes, this can hurt if you haven't done it in a while, for sure. And I'm going to stretch my feet out, turning to the side, stretching my feet out. I'm going to try my best, y'all, to grab my feet and lean my head all the way forward as far as I can. It has been a while since I did this pose, y'all. I used to be able to go down to my legs a little bit further, but you have to start off where you start off at and what's comfortable. So I do this for a while, and then I do some inhales and exhales, and then I'm able to bring myself down a little bit further and a little bit further. It's all about the breaths. I promise you, this is all about the breaths. So eventually, y'all, I'm going to bring one leg in and just stretch one out at a time. I honestly like doing it this way because I think you get a better stretch and it's not as uncomfortable, especially if you're a beginner. And of course, what we do on one side, we do on the other side. So switching is an absolute must on everything. Balance. So y'all, as I wrap this up, I go back crisscross applesauce and just marinate in the sun for a little bit, thanking the Most High for giving me the strength to show up today and do my stretching and get my stretching in, because there have been days that have gone by that I have not done anything for myself, any self-care, and I rebuke those days, and I want to have less and less of them, okay? I'm trying to show up for myself every single day. All praises. So y'all see me like, let me go ahead and get my floor pillow back and sit back on that. Let me go ahead and get comfortable. I'm gonna grab my water, y'all, because a lot of my healing right now is coming from getting my water in, like my physical healing, making sure that I'm hydrating myself, okay? That is an absolute must. So I bought this water bottle to help me with that. Now, y'all, I went on ahead and got me another full prayer in, covered my head, got in the scriptures. Anything that I do, I'm always going to end it off in scripture, end it off thanking the Most High and just getting my meditation in. So that's just how I am, y'all. I'm always going to put on music. I'm going to just vibe, just me and the Most High. You need time and space with just you and the Most High alone. Whoever is saying you don't listen to them. You have to have time just for yourself to connect and bond and build with the Most High. I've been doing many things lately, like my affirmations, which is something else that I was doing while I was sitting down here, and just my prayers, making sure that I'm thanking the Most High. Something else I was working on, y'all, was my prayer closet. I've just been dedicating one of the closets to me praying to the Most High, and Most High willing, I will have an opportunity to share that with y'all. Not at this time, because I'm still working on it, and it's like my little sacred space. So I'm just giving the Most High all glory, honor, and praise, y'all, thanking him once again for allowing me to show up for myself, laying all my things at his feet for real. Y'all, this is my first video I've done like this. I was so excited. Look at me running to the camera.
Hey y'all, I'm going far real quick. I feel good. I feel like the Most High is so good. All praise to the Most High. I feel good, y'all. Ooh, I don't even know what to say. I feel so much at peace. The Most High is just so, he's so amazing. I got a Paula's house. They got my name on it. Hallelujah. I'm going to get that done, y'all. Just peace and healing is surrounding me right now. I feel good. I pray that I'm able to push this energy off to y'all. I had a really good morning, y'all. Really good rising. I'm glad I was able to shake out of it because initially I just wasn't there. I wasn't there. I just wanted to lay on the sofa, right? I didn't want to do nothing. But all praises to the Most High. He got me up. I feel good. I feel chills all over my body, my affirmations. Man, I'm instilling that back into my life. I'm instilling that back into my life, y'all. All praise be to the Most High and to his Son for everything that he has bestowed upon me, upon my king, upon our household. Y'all, it's just been nothing but a blessing. It's been every bit of a blessing. I'm just opening up the blinds, y'all. So, thank y'all so much for watching this video. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to our channel. If you like this content, if you like this type of content, and you want me to do more of these videos, leave a comment down below for your sister, okay? I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. I want to share more of my peace and my healing journey into y'all, okay? Thank y'all so much again. Praise be to the Most High and to his Son. Peace and healing.